Welcome back to my channel, Healthy Happy Hooray. My name is Regina, and tonight I'm making pizza. I know pizza is not a diety thing, but I think a little goes a long way. Tonight we're going to be making pizza margherita, and we're going to be using a cast iron skillet to bake it. We're going to be using fresh basil, fresh mozzarella. So let's go ahead and get started. So to begin with, we're going to go ahead and make our pizza dough. To begin with, we're going to need 1 tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to need 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 1 cup of warm water. It shouldn't exceed 130 because if it's too hot, it won't activate the yeast, and then we're going to put the yeast in. So let's go ahead and put these in the bowl and get them going. Next, the salt, sugar, and then finally, we're going to put in the lukewarm water. So we're going to go ahead and let those rest, those ingredients, for about 3 minutes. And then we can go ahead and add our flour mixture. So we have 2 cups of flour that I'm going to put in the bowl here. Just to estimate, there is 3 cups in here, but we only need 2 right now. It's a little bit more. And then we're going to go ahead and put in the active yeast. Just put it directly in there and let that get going. And then we're going to go ahead and put the, whoops, lost my dough hook. Wouldn't be a good day if I didn't screw up somehow. Let's get that on there more secure. And then we can go ahead and finish up. Never easy, and especially with this cord being like 5 miles away from where I'm sitting, it's not easy to unplug it. Okay, so we put the bowl in place, and we'll go ahead and put this on level 7 and blend it all up. So next I'm going to put the rest of the 1 cup of flour into the mix until it really gets going and turns into a ball. Okay, so I have a greased bowl here. I'm going to go ahead and put my mixture from here, my ball, into this and let it rest for 45 minutes. Okay, so here's my dough. It's going to double in size, supposedly. I've never done this, like I said, so this is an experiment, and I'm going to put it over on the counter in a dark spot with a towel over it and let it rest for 45 minutes, and I'll be back. So here we're going to put some of our Roma tomatoes, and we're going to dice them up finely. So I was very happy to say that the dough rose, and I was thrilled. Just so excited that it actually did what it said it was going to do. So yay, we're going to go ahead and get this ready and get this, we're going to knead it a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and put it in the skillet. So I took the bowl and I turned it upside down, and it came out so easily. And then I took it and I kneaded it a few times. Knead it, knead it, knead it, knead it, knead it. Laugh with my mom because it worked. And then we're going to take it and cut it in half because it's for 2 pizzas. I'm going to take this and roll it into a ball and get it ready to put on our skillet. Okay, so now we have our pizza dough ready, and I'm just simply stretching it out over the cast iron pan. I love the pizza dough that's really thin and crisp, like they make in Italy or New York City. But I'm pretty sure that you would need like a pizza oven, or you would need a pizza stone for that. So for the time being, the crust is going to be a little bit thicker for my recipes. Speaking of Italian food, I always wondered why Italians were so thin, or Europeans in general. Well, I spent some time in Italy, and I was able to kind of be in the culture and observe how people live there. And basically, they really love their food, and they put an emphasis on eating really good, high quality food, high quality cheeses and tomatoes and whatnot. And also, their portions are smaller than the American version. Also, they put an emphasis on eating and then taking a little break and going for a walk. And that's something in America we really don't do. So that's basically how they stay thin, and that's my philosophy on eating. And I'm going to try to incorporate that into my life here in America. So we're going to go ahead and begin with the sauce again. Except first, I'm supposed to put the olive oil on the pizza dough. I don't know why, but I'm going to do it. So get that on there and smooth it around. It's always good to use some good olive oil on this because you're going to be tasting it. So try to buy the best quality if you can. And smooth it around. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our sauce here in a second. And here we are. Okay. And I would only use just a little bit on here. In this video, I'm re-recording this because I had some audio issues, but in retrospect, I would have done this differently. I would have put like 1 tablespoon of sauce on here. I don't like a lot of sauce, and the pizza turned out a little too saucy. So I would say next time I would only put a little bit of sauce on here and probably more cheese, to be honest. So, but it was pretty good. The sauce to me makes all the difference in the world. So if you can use a good store brand, go ahead. Otherwise, I can link some homemade sauce recipes on my website. Okay, so here's my Roma tomatoes. Really love these, especially San Marzano Roma tomatoes. But these are just from the store, regular Roma tomatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and just put these on the pizza dough and distribute them evenly. And here we are. So we're going to go ahead and add our spices. We have basil, rosemary, and oregano. So I go ahead and spread the basil and the oregano all over. Quite a bit, about 2 tablespoons, and then I'm just going to add just a pinch or 2 of the rosemary, followed by the fresh basil from our garden. I'm going to spread that around, and really makes the pizza that yummy flavor. And before you know it, here we go. We have the pizza, and it's ready to go in the oven. This is the final product. It turned out really good. I will go ahead and put the recipe on my website, and just the one thing I would do next time is maybe salt my tomatoes a little bit more. They were a little bit bland, but everything else was really good and super fresh and lovely. And sometimes we need this treat, so it was definitely well worth it. And we had a salad along with it, so I ate mostly the salad, which is an arugula salad with some bell peppers and some olives, and it was a full rounded good meal. Okay, thanks everybody.